Another brother endorsed President Trump. This video is brought to you by the Officer Tatum Store. The Officer Tatum Store. Get the merch link in the description section. Make sure you put in promo code TRUSTTRUMP, one word, Trust Trump, and you'll get a discount. Like, subscribe to the channel. Y'all know what it is. Let's get into this. Now, Vernon Jones, a black Democratic lawmaker, they call him a lawmaker. He's in the House of Representatives in the state of Georgia. He endorsed President Trump. And the reason why this is significant, because people are under the impression, if you look at anything that you see on the media, people are under the impression that black people do not support President Trump, that black people are dissuaded by politics or dissuaded from politics because of Donald Trump. And every black person thinks he's a racist and whatever. That's not true. Georgia lawmaker, me, Candace, all these other people who have a tremendous amount of influence. Many of y'all that watch my videos since the beginning have now woken up to endorsing based on accomplishments, not based on party line. I don't consider myself a Democrat or Republican. I side with the Republicans because they are more conservative. They are more pro-God. The Democrats are devils in their legislation. I don't know about them individually, but you're talking about pro-choice. You're talking about gay marriage. You're talking about all these things are not biblically sound. And I'm going off of what the Bible say because God has brought me a mighty long way, and I'm going to stick with the book. So I can make another video about that. Anyway, this endorsement by Vernon Jones just shows a little bit of the trend of how voting is going to be in 2020. I don't remember a lot of people who were lifelong Democrats, like this gentleman, lifelong Democrats, turning the corner and saying, I'm going to vote for President Trump. Now, we've seen a few, but I think this is a trend that we're going to see moving forward. Why do you say this, Brandon? Why would any black man vote for the President of the United States of America? Because black people are intelligent too. Not all of us are as dumb as Colin Kaepernick and a few of these other people. We understand that it is invaluable for us to place our vote and place our bid on both sides and figure out who's going to accomplish, who's going to work for what we need as a group of people in the United States of America. That person, that administration is the administration we're going to vote for. Not because of party line, it's because of what can you do for us. President Trump clearly, unequivocally has done more than Barack Obama and the Democrats for African-American people in this country. Let me give you an example of what Democrats want to do and why you're not included. Do you remember the $2.2 trillion spending bill? And the Democrats halted the passage of that bill, not because of black folks, not because of your poor schools, not because of the crime in the area, not because police brutality, not because none of the things that you advocate for or you have concerns with in your community. None of that was on their mind when they stopped the Republicans for passing a $2.2 trillion spending bill. What was on their mind? The Kennedy Center. What does that have to do with black folks? What is the Kennedy Center? It's the Kennedy Center in these poor black communities. They want to give $300 million to illegal aliens and refugee resettlement. What does that have to do with you? Are they fixing your roads? Are they building your schools? No. They don't even advocate for school choice. They don't want you to have a choice. They don't want you to have your children. They want you to abort your children. They support Planned Parenthood. The founder of Planned Parenthood was a eugenicist, racist against black people. Do you not know Planned Parenthood was geared towards eliminating black folks? Go look up Margaret Sanger. She was a eugenicist. See what she stood for. See the reason why she created such a organization like Planned Parenthood. You don't have to believe me. You can go look up it yourself. But the Democrats ain't here to support you. They don't care nothing about you. The reason why they use black and brown instead of black folks like they used to is because they want to swindle in the brown people into the civil rights of black people. They want to use the black struggle in order to accomplish their will for Hispanic people. You know why? Because they're going to outpopulate you in the future. They are going to be the voting bloc of the Democratic Party and you don't mean nothing to them. That's why nobody has anything legitimate to offer you. All they do is tell you about racism, the oppression. What have they done about it? These people have been in office forever. What have they done about systematic injustice? What have they done about racism in America, quote unquote? What have they done about the disparagement between wealth gap and all this other stuff they claim, which I don't believe all of it is true at all, but they claim it, but what have they done about it? Not a single thing. But they can cry on the border and go to these facilities on the border and cry and do press conferences and say that Donald Trump and the ICE Border Patrol is mean, but they ain't gonna go in the hood. They ain't gonna go in the hood and do nothing. They're not gonna show their face to their own constituency. That's why people support President Trump. President Trump has invited more African-American leaders to the White House than anybody else I've seen. I've personally ushered in over 400 black people on 2 separate occasions, black leaders from all around the country, to the White House. I've been to the White House 5 times. And I'm not a big deal. I'm not a celebrity. 5 times. Every HBCU president, historically black college president, has gone to the White House. Every single one of them. He invited all of them down there. He's given them more money than any other president in our history. Giving more money than Barack Obama, the first black president. Hundreds of black pastors have been down there. And also prayed for the president. Also spoke with the president. Celebrities have come and have gotten people let out of prison early whom were unjustifiably there. Done through President Trump. They weren't done through Barack Obama. Done through President Trump. So you ask the question, why is this man supporting President Trump? Not because they want President Trump to be their minister in chief, their priest in chief. It's because what laws are you going to pass? What legislation will you advocate for? What executive power will you use to benefit all Americans, including black Americans? Cutting taxes benefits black Americans. Not raising minimum wage to $20-some an hour benefit black Americans. I can make a whole video about this. But you need to know so they don't trick you out your position. They want to raise minimum wage because they want small businesses to close down. They want there to be big corporate businesses and federal jobs. They don't want mom and pop to have no reasonable business because they know for a fact mom and pop can't pay you $15 or $20 an hour entry level. And ever since the inception, you can look up this for Thomas Sowell, since the inception of minimum wage, we have seen black Americans be disenfranchised, completely disenfranchised. Because what they would do back in the 30s is that black people who were not educated, who originally could work for a smaller pay, but have a job, were pushed out of the market when they made a minimum wage because they weren't going to hire an illiterate, uneducated black person over an educated white person because they weren't going to pay a black man what they were going to pay at this rate. Do you not think that happens today in some of these low-income communities? If they got to pay $15 an hour, they're going to pay it to people with degrees. They're going to pay it to people with experience. You being an entry-level guy, you may not be having the money to go to college. You want to start an entry-level job, you may get passed up on. Trends have shown that. History has proven that. Don't let these people trick you out of your position and lie to you. They care about the LGBTQ community. They don't care nothing about black people. What meaningful legislation have been passed for African-American people since before Barack Obama? I could name you all the LGBT legislation. When black people in general make up a majority of the population or a major significant portion of the population more so than people who identify as gay, lesbian, and all of the above. Come on, people. Don't fall down that trap, man. This is why Vernon's endorsement of President Trump is significant, and while it's leading to success in the black community, while it's leading to success for other people to wake up and say, let me think twice about this. I know Vernon. Let me think twice about this. He used to be a Democrat. Brandon Tatum used to be a Democrat. Candace Owens used to be a Democrat. Some of your favorite people that are now conservatives and support Trump used to be Democrats. So yes, this is significant. And I think everybody should open their minds, open their heart and understanding to facts, not feelings. Who's doing what Not who you feel like is gonna do what. Who's actually getting things done. Anyway, I could make 20 more minutes of this video about this, but I'm not, because I want to hear from you. Write in the comment section your opinions about this video. Is B Tatum tripping, or am I on or something? Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notifications anytime I go live. Y'all know what it is. Visit the Officer Tatum store. Put discount code Trust Trump, one word, Trust Trump, and get a discount. I love you guys. I appreciate you. I'll see you on the next video. Remember what I said. I'm out.